Right now, your brain is either getting sharper or getting weaker. Every daily habit you repeat is making that choice for you. And most people are choosing wrong without realizing it. Most people believe intelligence is a fixed gift you are born with. Brain research confirms this is false. Your brain remains highly moldable throughout your life, and your daily routines are actively reshaping your cognitive capacity right now. The uncomfortable truth is that many of the routines you consider normal are quietly working against your mind, while people with extremely high IQ levels have simply built a different kind of daily life. The difference is not genetics. It is not luck. It is a series of specific habits. You are about to discover in the next few minutes. You will learn 10 daily habits that people with extremely high IQ levels practice consistently. You will learn how to build sharper focus, make better decisions with less stress, strengthen your memory, and build a mind that feels calm and capable even when life around you is chaotic. These habits work together as a system. You do not need all 10 at once to start feeling the difference. Most people think a high IQ is like a lottery ticket. You either won it at birth or you did not. But this belief is not just wrong. It is quietly destructive, because it convinces you that your mental limits are permanent before you have even tested them. The real story, confirmed by decades of neuroscience research, is that your brain physically rewires itself based on what you repeatedly do. Intelligence is not a fixed ceiling. It is a muscle that thickens or weakens depending on how you train it. The villain is not your genetics. The villain is the modern environment that rewards shallow thinking, constant distraction, and immediate gratification over the slow, deep work that actually builds cognitive strength. But the hero path is available to you right now, and it starts with habit 1. Most people wake up and within 5 minutes they are checking messages or social media, which means their first thoughts of the day are not actually their own. Neuroscience shows your brain produces its most creative connections during the first hour after waking, when the prefrontal cortex is fresh and stress has not yet accumulated. Start with just 15 minutes of quiet before touching your phone. It will feel uncomfortable at first. But when you build this habit, you gain a mind that makes decisions from clarity instead of reaction. A reactive morning creates a reactive day. A quiet morning creates a powerful one. Most people consume information that matches what they already believe, which feels comfortable but keeps their thinking exactly where it is. Research confirms that when you engage with material slightly above your ability, your brain forms new neural connections by stretching beyond its comfort zone. Read 20 minutes daily from a book slightly above your current level. Allow yourself to go slowly. It will feel frustrating at first, but when you stay with the difficulty, you develop a mind that can hold complex ideas without panicking. A shallow content brain stays soft. A deep reading brain becomes unstoppable. Most people believe they are good at multitasking, but neuroscience confirms your brain does not actually do multiple things simultaneously. It rapidly switches between tasks, burning extra fuel and producing sloppier results every single time. Think of your attention like a flashlight. Shine it at one spot and you see clearly. Wave it around quickly and everything becomes a blur. Pick one task, set a timer for 20 minutes, put your phone in another room. It will feel strange at first, but your best thinking happens in focused stretches where your mind can actually finish a thought. A distracted brain stays weak. A focused brain grows stronger. Every single day, most people accumulate information constantly but rarely stop to ask whether they are solving the right problem. Psychology research suggests the quality of your thinking is directly tied to the quality of your questions, because framing a question well activates your brain's analytical. Before any significant decision or research session, spend 2 minutes writing down the exact question you are actually trying to solve. It will feel slow at first, but you stop wasting energy on wrong problems and start building a mind that cuts to the core of things. A mind chasing wrong answers stays lost. A mind asking right questions finds the way. Apps on your phone are engineered to hijack your attention. After enough overstimulation, normal life starts feeling boring and slow. Tasks that require patience start to feel painful. Then your brain has physically adapted to expect constant stimulation, and that rewiring is happening silently every single day. Research shows dopamine is not just a pleasure chemical. It is your motivation and attention chemical. When apps spike it constantly, your baseline drops and your brain struggles to engage with slower, deeper work. You do not need to delete your apps. Take short walks without headphones. Eat one meal each day without any screen. Sit for 10 minutes daily without entertainment. When you do this consistently, your focus returns, your motivation stabilizes, and simple things start feeling genuinely enjoyable again. An overstimulated brain chases distraction. A recalibrated brain chooses depth. Most people think exercise is only for appearance. So if they do not care about how they look, they skip it entirely. But that completely misses the point. Movement is not body training. It is brain training in disguise. Neuroscience confirms aerobic movement increases blood flow to the prefrontal cortex and triggers BDNF, a natural protein that grows new brain cells and strengthens neural connections. 20 to 30 minutes of walking is enough. But here's what most people miss. Moving when you do not feel like it builds self-discipline that carries into every other area of your life. That mental toughness becomes the foundation for every habit on this list. A body that never moves builds a mind that never grows. Most people spend hours absorbing content created by others, which trains their brain to receive rather than generate, slowly weakening the neural circuits responsible for original thought. Research confirms that creating even something small like journaling or sketching activates your brain's executive function networks in ways passive consumption cannot match. Replace 30 minutes of daily scrolling with 30 minutes of creating. It will feel blank at first because your brain is used to being fed. But when you create regularly, you build a mind that trusts its own voice and produces ideas instead of recycling the ideas of others. A consuming brain borrows. A creating brain builds. Most people move from one day to the next without examining why they reacted a certain way, which means they repeat the same mental loops without ever breaking them. Neuroscience shows that metacognition, thinking about your own thinking, strengthens connections between your emotional brain and your rational brain, giving you more control over impulses and biases. Spend 5 minutes each evening writing down one decision you made, why you made it, and what you might do differently. It will feel awkward at first, but when you reflect consistently, every single day becomes a source of deliberate growth. A mind that never looks back repeats Surround everything. Yourself with people who reflects keeps evolving. Most people choose comfort in their social circles, which means their thinking is rarely challenged and their blind spots stay permanently invisible. Psychology research suggests your brain unconsciously mirrors the cognitive habits of the people you spend the most time with. Start by finding one conversation each week where you discuss ideas rather than gossip. Seek out people who make you think harder than you are comfortable with. It will feel uncomfortable at first, but you create a mind constantly exposed to new angles, making your thinking more flexible and original over time. Surround yourself with comfort and your thinking stays small. Surround yourself with challengers and your thinking expands. Habit 10. Master your emotional control. A truly sharp brain is not just fast, as it is stable under pressure. Most people think intelligence is only about processing speed, but emotional control is what separates a powerful mind from a reactive one. Anger controls their words. Fear controls their decisions. Frustration hijacks their focus before they realize it happened. Neuroscience confirms that when your brain enters an emotional threat state, the prefrontal cortex, the seat of rational thinking, goes partially offline. A brain running on unmanaged emotion cannot think at full capacity, no matter how intelligent it is. The fix is simple. First, create a deliberate pause before reacting to anything that triggers you. Second, shift from saying, "I am angry" to "I notice anger." This small language change creates distance and returns control to you. Third, fix your physical state first, because sleep, movement, and breathing directly regulate emotional brain chemistry. Every habit covered in this video becomes exponentially more powerful when your emotional brain is regulated. This is where the entire system clicks into place. A reactive brain survives the moment. A regulated brain owns it. Your brain does not recognize your intentions. It only recognizes your actions. You can want to be sharper, calmer, and more capable all day long, but your neural pathways do not reshape themselves through wanting. They reshape themselves through repetition. Think of your habits like drops of water falling on stone. One drop changes nothing, but the same drop, falling in the same place day after day, slowly carves something permanent and deep. Reading 10 pages daily beats reading 100 pages once, then stopping for a month. 20 minutes of movement daily beats one extreme session followed by two. weeks of nothing. Your brain does not care about your peaks. It cares about your patterns. And when you show up on the days you do not feel like it, you are sending the most powerful signal your brain can receive. This is who I am now. And slowly, beautifully, your brain begins to believe you. Your mind is being shaped right now by the habits you repeat, the silence you protect, and the consistency you choose. The question is, what is your brain adapting to? Distraction or focus? Impulse or discipline? Overstimulation or clarity? You do not need perfect genetics or a genius-level starting point. You need to protect your mornings, read what challenges you, focus on one thing at a time, ask better questions, guard your dopamine, move your body, create more than you consume, reflect on your patterns, surround yourself with people who sharpen you, and regulate your emotions. Do these long enough and they will not just improve your focus or your memory. They will change your confidence, your clarity, and the way you see yourself. You will stop feeling like someone trying to become smarter and start feeling like someone who simply is. If you want more videos that help you build a calmer, sharper mind, subscribe to Sir G, and if this video shifted something for you, leave a like so it can reach someone else who needs to hear this today.